Hello, I'm Chris from the FPL Dude and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video for the 2021-2022 season. In today's video I will talk to you about those players that I believe are must-have now for the next couple of game weeks. Not all of these players are essential, just to be clear, some of them are very cheap, so these are going to be perfect replacement for every one of you looking to change out some of those cheap players that seem to not be prestiging that good or seem to have very difficulty fixtures ahead. If you're new around here, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And without further ado, let's begin. The first player that I believe is very important and that you should probably take a look at is Bachmann. Even though he has not been doing that good now and earned only 6 points for the first 3 fixtures, I believe that Watford's time is about to come. Guys, Watford has one of the easiest defensive fixtures. This is why I do believe that Bachmann is actually going to be able to prestige good with potentially few clean sheet ahead. I believe that he costs 4.5 millions, so he does come at a very good value. They play against Wolves now in game week 4, then it's Norwich, Newcastle, and then they ended up with Leeds, guys. So yes, I do believe that they could potentially earn few clean sheet along the way. This next goalkeeper is going to be the same that I already recommended to you last week. It's Sanchez. I believe that you should probably keep him if you already own him, or if you don't, you could potentially transfer him in, as he does come at a very good value of 4.5 millions, guys, and Brighton as well as Watford does have very good defensive fixtures, at least 5 or 6 fixtures until you use that wildcard or something similar. They do play against Brentford now, then it's a tough fixture against Leicester, but they do play against Crystal Palace and against Arsenal, which I believe are 2 green fixtures. When we are now talking about Sanchez, then I do believe that we should probably even mention Sanchez from Tottenham. He comes for a very low price for 4.5 millions, and I do believe that he is a very good player to go for, mainly because he does play for Tottenham, and Tottenham does seem to be very good at defending this season, guys. They've scored 3 goals, allowing 0 now for the first 3 games. They do have pretty tricky fixtures, but I believe they still have very good potential to keep it clean. And what I did liked about Sanchez is this guy is actually trying from time to time to take shots and to attempt assists as well, so we might even expect some attacking returns from him. When I talk to you about that Premier League team that has the best defense, then I can't just simply recommend the cheapest possible player for you to go for. I would actually need to recommend even Regulian. This guy costs 5.1 million, which is 0.6 millions more than his teammate, but I still believe that this might just be worth it, as even though Regulian is not very attacking minded, he is still the most attacking minded defender that Tottenham actually possess. As for the last defender on this list, I can't go on from this list without mentioning Duffy. He does cost 4.1 millions. He's the cheapest starting possible defender you can find. For that price, 4.1 millions, you can't find anybody else. Previously it was Tsimikas. His price has rise to 4.2, and he is not even a starter. So Duffy remains the cheapest possible starting defender you can find, and he is actually expected to do very good, guys, as Brighton does have very good fixtures. They play against Brentford, they play against Leicester, then it's Crystal Palace and Arsenal, so they could potentially pick up few clean sheet along the way. You might want to criticize me right now, as this next player is from Brighton as well. I actually want to recommend Gross to you. I really watched a lot of Gross last season. I believe that he was one of the best Brighton player they had. He was playing just similarly good to Trossard. It was mainly their offense that was the problem. I believe their offense might have improved a bit this season, and we are going to find out if that is true in the next couple of game weeks. Kroos has scored 0 goals this season so far, but he actually has 2 assists. What is very good about him is that he actually has 8 shots, 3 on target, and he does have 8 attempted assists, guys. So he is expected to continue to do good, mainly because he does have those good upcoming fixtures. And as I spoke about a 6 million midfield, I believe that I have one more up on my sleeves, and that is Sark. This guy costs 6 millions. I believe that Watford time is yet to come, as they do have one of the best upcoming fixtures out of all teams in the whole Premier League. Yes, he costs 6 millions, he could easily fit in every team. Their upcoming fixtures are Wolves, Norwich, Newcastle and Leeds, guys. So they are actually expected to score a couple of goals, perhaps even up to 7 or 8 goals now in the next 4 games. I strongly do believe that Sarr is pretty much going to get himself involved in most of them. It's time to move on away from these cheap midfielders, and the next one that I really want to recommend for you to go for is Heung-min Son. I do believe that he is even an essential player that everybody needs in their team. He does cost 10.1 millions, but this guy is on fire. He did manage to score 2 goals. Now he does have 10 shots, 4 on target. He does have around 4 attempted assists as well. So he is he is really trying. And I do believe that Tottenham is going to continue to do good, mainly because now Kane is returning as well from injury. So Son's form might even improve now in the next couple of game weeks. As for the first striker that I could easily recommend for you to go for, it is going to be the Watford striker Dennis. He costs only 5.2 millions, guys. I don't recommend him because I think that he is going to do best out of all strikers, but I really do recommend him, as I do believe that he is going to do very good for his price, guys. You could potentially even go for him to be your first bench replacement if you want to go for 5 midfielders or something similar. As I've mentioned, Watford has excellent fixtures, so even expect Dennis to get himself involved in a couple of attacking returns as well. The next striker that I have here on my list, it is going to be from a very elite team, but his price is only 7.1 million, and that is Ferran Torres, guys. He has been playing around 241 minutes out of 270 minutes, so yes, he has been playing pretty much most of the minutes in the starting 3 games. He did manage to score 2 goals, 1 assist, I believe. I believe that he is actually going to continue to do this good, as Manchester City are a fantastic team, even though they have pretty tough upcoming fixtures, as they do play against Leicester, but Leicester defense has not been that good. I actually believe that Manchester City is going to be able to dominate that one. Then it's Southampton, but then Chelsea and Liverpool. These are the only 2 fixtures they have now. Then they do have pretty good fixtures afterwards. I still do think that City are good enough to be able to even score goals against Chelsea and Liverpool. As for the last striker that I have here on my list, it is going to be the one and only Dominic Calvert-Lewin, scoring 3 goals now in 3 games, guys. I think that he is only going to continue to do this good, especially because Everton does not have that tough upcoming fixtures. They play against Burnley. They're expected to score against Burnley. They play against Aston Villa. Aston Villa's defense have not been one of the best ones. Norwich, they are the newcomers, they are pretty much doomed that one, and then it's the toughest one against Manchester United. I'm not sure what is going to happen in that fixture, but for the rest of them, I pretty much am pretty sure that Calvert-Lewin should get attacking returns in those ones. He costs 8.2 millions, and he is the reason why I myself can't bring in him to my team. I need those 0.2 millions, but if you have the budget, you should most definitely take a look to bring in this guy. Don't rush it, don't go for Lukaku, just jump on Lukaku because Chelsea has difficulty fixtures. Let's see how things develop. Don't just jump on Kane. We don't know how he's going to do now. He has not been playing football for like 1 or 2 months, guys. Not enough football for 1 or 2 months. So yeah, Calvert-Lewin is probably one of those players that has that potential as Salah has and pretty much Fernandes has, and similar for the next 5 games. If you thought this video was of any help, please do give it thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if that is something you have not done already, as I'm going to post tons and tons of content this year. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.